So, Star Wars Celebration will soon be upon us, and then also, the comic cons. It's possible that some of you guys are going to some of these cons, but it's even more possible some of you guys would just enjoy a YouTube video based on that concept arranged in some kind of numbered list. Here's my thinking. A lot of people want to dress up for these cons, but so many people dress as Star Wars characters these days, it can be very hard to stand out from the crowd. And if you're doing cosplay, odds are you do want people to appreciate and compliment this costume that you've spent so much time and effort and money on. But some characters at this point, like Padme or Kylo Ren, unless you look exactly like the movie and you happen to look exactly like the actual actor, no one's going to bat an eye. And other ones like Darth Vader and Boba Fett, they're so common that even if you are that good, no one's going to bat an eye. Especially since to the average Joe, there isn't a huge discernible jump in quality between the hand-forged Mandalorian armor that you spent 8 months on and the $175 deluxe Boba Fett costume for Party City. Either one is just going to get like a, hey, it's Boba Fett. And then maybe they'll take a picture with their cell phone and that's it. To stay ahead in this competitive field, I think the thing you really have to do is just have a very original concept that no one else is doing. With a really good idea, you don't even have to bring a lot of quality to the table. People will just be excited to see something they haven't seen before. So I am going to help you bat eyes, and I've compiled a list of original ideas that I have never seen before. I'm not saying I can guarantee that no one's ever done them before, but they are at least off the beaten path. For your convenience, I've broken these down into subcategories, which I have numbered. There are 4 of them in case you were wondering. Should I call them quadrants? Would that make sense? Better question, would that be exciting? Quadrant number 1, the obscure or unpopular Star Wars character costume. It's hard to be the best Kylo Ren at the convention, but it's not so hard to be the best Zam Wesell the Assassin at the convention. If you're the only one, you win by default. Other good obscure Star Wars characters include Lor San Tekka, Chewbacca in his Life Day robes and holding his Life Day ornament, Man number 4 from Rey's Force Vision, Jabba the Hutt's infant nephew Rada the Hutt, Jedi Archives librarian Constable Zuvio, Padme in her worst outfit, the goose droid that you see inspecting luggage in the line for Star Tours, incredibly realistic Unkar Plutt mascot suit, Uncle Owen by himself. Quadrant number 2, couples costume. Sometimes all it takes to elevate a costume is proof that you were able to get another human being to dress up with you, like a human prop. Mind you, if you go as Han and Leia, or Anakin and Padme, or Han and sexy Chewbacca, you're not going to be the only ones. People doing couple costumes always seem to pick from the same few things, probably because until recently there weren't that many women in Star Wars movies, yay! So I've looked through Star Wars canon to find some underrepresented pairings. Chewbacca and his wife Mala, in their Life Day robes with their Life Day ornaments. Jango Fett and Kaminoan cloning scientists. They had a child together. Shmi Skywalker and the Force. Same reason. Yoda and Count Dooku. Mon Mothma and 6 shirtless clone troopers. Padme and Obi-Wan Kenobi. This works best if you bring along a third wheel friend who dresses as a really miserable looking Anakin. Qui-Gon Jinn with stab wound and Han Solo with stab wound. Darth Maul's upper body and Darth Maul's lower body. Rey and Leia's homing beacon bracelets, and then when you get near each other, you glow. Luke Skywalker and the abstract concept of his crippling self-doubt. Jyn Erso and the Grim Reaper. Quadrant 3, the not a character costume. Some people try to think outside the box by going as things instead of characters. I have seen my fair share of Millennium Falcons and other spaceships, but I think we can think a little more outside the box than that. Yellow Naboo River Gondola. 1/2 portion. The Wikipedia page for the lightsaber form Gem So. Forces of Destiny Luke with oversized mannequin head. Quadrant 4, the Star Wars meets other pop culture crossover costumes. This is a genre that holds a lot of appeal at these cons. You see it on t-shirts a lot too. To make your Star Wars cosplay or anything else stand out, you just mishmash it with some other geek property that people will recognize. First of all, don't do anything involving Deadpool. I can promise you, Deadpool plus anything else, it's been done. It doesn't matter what your idea is, it's been done. Plus, I don't know if this experience is unique to me, but it seems like everyone who cosplays as Deadpool uses it as an excuse to be a method actor and just Jared Leto around bothering everybody. If I see a Deadpool cosplayer, I just automatically assume he's going to run up to me, do a Fortnite dance, make a fart noise with his mouth and be like, "Ooh, somebody stop me." That's why I carry a taser. Anyway, geek crossovers used to be used in the service of like clever visual puns, and now they just seem kind of arbitrary and nonsensical, and they're kind of the bane of my existence, but I'll give you some ideas. Doctor Who C-3PO, Jon Snow with a lightsaber, pod racing child Anakin Skywalker, but he's wearing a Ghostbusters jumpsuit, Homestuck Darth Maul, Slave Leia, but with the vest, hat, sneakers, and hoverboard of Marty McFly from Back to the Future. I forgot I wrote down a 5th category, and then I'm regretting everything about how I chose to approach this. You know what? Quadrant number 5. The Star Wars and Star Wars crossover costumes. This is like the last category, but weirder. You just combine 2 disparate concepts from Star Wars. Ewok Queen Amidala. BB-8, but his body is the planet Naboo. C-3PO, whose arms are Kylo Ren lightsabers. Solo era Han Solo cosplaying as Krennic from Rogue One. So I hope this list helps you guys out. What are your Star Wars costume ideas? Whoa! Leave them in the comments for other people to read. I'm not gonna read them. Also, I'm patenting all these ideas, so if you use any of them, you have to print a copyright disclaimer on the outside of your clothing in very large font.